Hello. Welcome to today's lesson on Berkeley's argument of relativity. George Berkeley, born in the late 1600s, championed idealism. Idealism is the view that reality is composed of only minds and accompanying ideas. In response to philosopher John Locke's view that external objects exist with inherent qualities, Berkeley proposed his argument of relativity. To begin, let's think of an example. Imagine you have your left hand in a bowl of ice, and your right hand next to a fire for 1 minute. After acclimating to those temperatures, you put both hands in room temperature water. Your left hand will feel warm, but your right hand will feel cold. How could the same bowl of water produce two different sensations? Berkeley would describe the qualities of water, including its temperature, as existing in our minds rather than existing in the water itself. You might believe that the temperature of the water is an inherent quality of the water, but it is logically impossible for an object to hold two contrary qualities. I know this sounds crazy, but let's give this argument a fair shot and dive a little deeper. If the temperature of the water was objective, we would expect each hand to experience the same sensation. But Berkeley thinks that the perception of water is susceptible to variation depending on the individual perceiver's circumstances, similar to the situation currently being shown. To help elaborate, the way I taste a strawberry may be completely different from the way you taste a strawberry. I might find it to be sweet, and you might find it to be bitter. This argument can help explain the diversity of human experience. If taste was an inherent quality specific to foods or any object, how could we explain different preferences? Thus, Berkeley's relativity argument could be summarized to state that sensible objects don't have inherent qualities like texture, color, tastes, or even temperature. Rather, these qualities are subjective and are relative to our minds. Qualities do not exist as features within external objects. They are only ideas in our minds. That is not to say that our everyday experiences from holding a hand to eating dinner are not real per se. Rather, our minds and their perceptions are what produce our own individual reality. According to Berkeley, if such qualities are subject to variation and we accept they do not change themselves, then they must exist as ideas within us. To wrap up, let's imagine you're looking out the window of an airplane as you fly over the Pacific Ocean. From this viewpoint, the waves appear to be still and flat. However, from the perspective of a sailor in the same instance and location, the waves are rocky and tall. The waves do not change in that moment, but the way that they are perceived results in dramatically different understandings of their qualities. This leads us to the same conclusion that waves don't possess any objective qualities. The waves appear to be different due to the different frames of reference. Therefore, our reality is simply the collection of our ideas. So, ask yourselves, what do you think is fundamental to defining reality, and do you now question whether qualities exist in the object or in our minds?